everybody. Hey everybody, and welcome to our Big Brother 17 show, where we're also going to talk some other stuff too. I gotta talk like Housewives for a hot second too. And Labor Day, yay! But if you want to see all of our content, head over to YourRealityRecaps.com, or just our Big Brother content, YourRealityRecaps.com/BB17. We have interviews there, flashback time, live feed updates, blogs, podcasts, these shows, House Guest interviews. I think I said that. If you want to see our Bravo content, I do read the ladies' Bravo blogs to you guys. That's at YourRealityRecaps.com/Bravo. If you're checking out our stuff on YouTube, you can click on all these buttons over here and thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That helps support us. And if you're listening on iTunes, subscribe, 5-star rating, nice review, also awesome. Finally, if you want to help support our shows, check out YourRealityRecaps.com/patron, or you can make a PayPal donation. The links are in the sidebar on our website. Even just $1 a show will help buy Eric a chair. I want a chair. I don't care anymore. I'm not, in a way, I'm putting it into the show because I need a chair to sit on. And I will not make an Amazon wish list. I refuse. So yes, that's that. And of course, if you want to watch these shows live, head over to YouNow.com/realityrecaps and what? Become a fan. It's great. And you can see them archived at YourRealityRecaps.com/YouNow shows. Great. Can we just talk Housewives for 1 second? Oh my God, Claire, we're almost to 3,500 fans. I did not even know that. That is amazing. Oh, you guys are the best. Did I hear about Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus? I'm going to have to add to my chalkboard. We got a lot. We got clips to show. Giselle sent me a clip to play. But I'm kind of feeling like so far only one of you. All right, let me ask you this. Are a lot of you guys Housewife fans? Can we talk about Real Housewives of Orange County just for 1 minute? Or maybe more like 3 minutes. Will you care if we do that? And then we got a lot to Big Brother to talk about. Okay, yes. Oh, good. I'm so glad because I really want to. I don't know if you guys saw it tonight, but it was really good. It just ended like 10 minutes ago, so you might have missed it. So spoiler alert. Honestly, spoiler alert, and I'm helping you out. You can really skip the first 50 minutes of the show. Like nothing happens. Like people having lunches and talking about nothing. And Shannon all like, my husband cheated on me. Shut up. And Tamara like, we got to give my kid money. And he being like, no. But none of that is what I want to say. What you might not know yet. Because I didn't even know this was going to happen, and it was amazing. The last 2 minutes of the show, they break the fourth wall. The fourth wall done crumbled down. Because Brianna was like, I'm not going to your house. I don't want to stay in your house. I'll stay at a hotel. And then Vicky was like, no, not doing this on camera. And is like throwing the camera people out, talking to the producers. She's like, I will not do this. You see like the producers getting going aside. But of course they still have their microphones off. Hey, anybody on reality TV, newsflash. If you don't want to be recorded, your microphones still get your audio. There's a little off button. If I wasn't in my boxer shorts, I'd show you one. I have them right over there. You flick that mic off. That'll help. Anyway, so she's like, Brianna's all like, I'm a nurse. He doesn't have cancer. You don't travel when you have cancer. Oh, because Vicky's like, he's going to be away, so you can stay in the house. It doesn't matter. He's not going to be there. He's away on business. And Brianna's like, you don't travel when you have terminal cancer. You die. You die when you do that. So you don't do that, Mom. I'm just saying. And Vicky's like, get the cameras out of here! Ah! Oh my God, it was so good. Because he does not have cancer, by the way, everyone. Don't have cancer. Okay, we're almost done. Oh my God, the coming attractions for next week. Just when I was like, finally, something's happening this season. Then we see the coming attractions. Oh my God. So, Vicky has a sit down with Megan Like, Vicky and Brooks have a sit down with Megan and Baseball Man. And they're like, confronting each other or whatever. And then Megan is like, Brooks, question. Did you tell did you tell Brooks that we were married for only 4 months and 2 months of our relationship was BS? And then Brooks was like, no, where'd you hear that? I'm a Cancer. And then she was like, Tamra. And then Brooks was like, consider the source. Cut to the next scene. Vicky, God damn it. Tamra walks right up to Brooks and she goes, right in the middle of the party with everyone, and goes, consider the source. Tamra gonna rip Brooks apart next episode in the middle of a party. So that's all. I'm just so excited. I just love it. I just love Real Housewives. And if you want to listen to me get real passionate about it, like I said, I read the ladies' Bravo blogs. Like when they write the blogs each week, I read them to you, and I interject my comments. That's at youreldercups.com/Bravo. All right, so now let me see what you guys are saying about it. Sarah said, I saw it. Cheryl says, not a housewives fan, but took away. The season's almost over, so if you don't really like Housewives, I don't suggest getting into it. Brianna was amazing, says Debbie. Vicky's just mad because Brianna's telling it like it is and letting the world know. I agree, Catherine. Brianna made a really good point. She said it right in her one-on-one. She was like, the problem is my mom doesn't want Brooks to look bad. She'd rather I look bad. That's why she doesn't want this to happen on camera. And I'm telling you, Brianna's being a little. Just saying. Just being like overacting a little. I think her stay at a hotel is a little over dramatic too on her part, but whatever. Jordan says, oh my God, does he have cancer or no? I think he does not have cancer. We all know that Vicky and him broke up in real life. They are no longer together. I think he does not have cancer. If I had a guess, and this is not my normal guess where I'm saying I guess and I know the truth. This is legitimately my guess. I think Vicky wanted to go with this storyline to get people to like Brooks. And I think Vicky knew right from the beginning he didn't have cancer either. Honestly, that's what he's had it in the past. I think he doesn't have it currently. And she was like, oh, this will fix your image. Be the person that has cancer this season. Because, Vicky created the Housewives. She created it. She's the starter of the entire, her and her son, that one that now sells real estate. They started it. They understand a storyline in reality TV and doing stuff for drama and being over dramatic to make it exciting. So just saying. I think Vicky was in on it. Anyway. Debbie says, do you think Vicky knew all along? Yeah, I think Vicky knew all along. Erin says, do we know for sure he has cancer? No, we don't, because we'll never be able to know that for sure. Medical records are protected, but I don't know. Aisha Slee Smile says, thoughts on Shane Dawson? I love Shane Dawson. He loves Big Brother, and stay tuned. You never know. Maybe he'll be on our show. I think you're funny and love your voice. Thanks, Tony. Become a fan. Sarah says, I don't think he has. Look, he doesn't have cancer, everyone. He doesn't have cancer. He might have had cancer in the past. He might have had cancer right up until the day they started filming. He definitely had it in his past. Whatever. Point is, while he's filming, while this season is happening, you don't have cancer. Anybody in the world that has cancer knows Brooks is not acting like a person who has cancer. Just saying. Vicky just likes attention. Totally. Catherine says, I agree 100%. Vicky was probably like, you need more likes. We'll just put you on a juice diet so you drop weight and look like you've been sick. Jordan, I didn't say Shane was going to be on. All I said was stay tuned. You never know who's going to drop in. I always give you guys plenty of notice, though. I will tell you exciting news for those of you that are Rob Sesternino fans. I can confirm this. I'm going to do Rob's show with him next week. I think next Monday. He emailed me about it last week, and have been trying to get through my emails. So again, I apologize if anybody has become a patron or sent a donation. I haven't gotten to them yet. I also haven't accepted them yet, so it's not like I'm just, give me your dollar, and then not doing it. I haven't even gotten to them yet. Oh, this chair. Happy Labor Day, Hunter. Thoughts on PewDiePie? I don't know what that is. Okay. Rodan says, Clay is on now. He's so boring. It's all little girls in there asking him to flex, and he loves it. Oh, okay. I'm going to need a screen grab. I am wearing my Clay blue. I will accept all screen grabs of Clay flexing. Please and thank you. Ashley Assassin, thanks for following me on Twitter. Clay. Okay, Big Brother Eats says, Big Brother Eats says, Austin said that Clay will probably cheat on Kelly. Austin said that? What a douche. Let's go bring up the Austin. Princess Glammy says, Lady of London's update. They're arguing over Thanksgiving. I don't know, Glammy, if you've watched Real Housewives of OC yet, but it was amazing, and I just did my whole little ranty spiel on it. All right, let's look at the tweet that Giselle sent me a little while ago because it's really funny. Hold on. I should have pulled it up before you guys all tweeted stuff out. Okay, here we go. Boo. Pause. Okay, here we go. Let's look at this. Ready? And here.
Did you wash your hands? Did you wash your hands? Did you wash your hands?
I love it. I hope you guys heard it. It's kind of low. Yeah. Did you wash your hands, Austin? That's amazing. That is so amazing. I totally loved it. And then Austin, like 2 seconds later, which I can play it. So if you guys heard that, here, watch. Listen to how Austin, like he's a 5-year-old that just got in trouble from his parents. Okay, ready? We'll go back.
Did you wash your hands?
I'm standing in front of the sink.
I'm standing in front of the sink, Mom! Mom, I was standing in front of the sink, Mom! Mom! I was totally doing it, Mom! I'm gonna brush my teeth next, Mom! I hate him. I am obsessed with it too. Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh, I love that little Austin. Erica says, even my 5-year-old knows to wash his hands. Oh no. Guys, here's the thing. Here's what's awesome. If you don't like this season, and if you don't like Austin, just wait till that one gets out of the house. See, I think Liz is gonna be fine. I think Julia's gonna be fine. I think Vanessa's gonna be fine. I think when Austin don't get out of the house, and he's like, everybody loves me, isn't that great? My finger bang. Washing my hands. I'm a joke. Judas, he's gonna have one hell of a debriefing. I imagine backyard interviews with Austin, he'll be like, hi. He'll be like this. He'll be like, you don't love me. You don't all love me. Did I get a WWE contract out of this? No. Okay, great. So wait, let me just get this straight. Everybody hates me. I'm not going to be a wrestler. And all summer long, every joke made was about my fingers. And then the Big Brother voice made a joke about me washing my hands. I'm gonna kill myself. with the payments of $9.99, you can get Austin's hair. Poor little Austin. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Jordan, do I watch Celebrity Big Brother? No, I do not watch Celebrity Big Brother. You know who does, though? Vince. I don't remember anybody's Twitters. Vince, who's the blogger for Us for Big Brother, watches it, and he tweets a lot of stuff out about it. So if you want to see some stuff about it, check out Vince on Twitter. I'm sure. Oh, Nikki Cochran's in here. I'm sure Nikki Cochran can tweet Vince's Twitter. Why can I not log into my air conditioning? Because it's 1,000 degrees in here. Okay. I think it's hilarious that Austin likes Liz so much because she acts like she can't stand him, and he thinks they're going to be together outside of the house. Yeah. I mean, I hope they are. For love's sake, I hope that they are. I mean, I love, and I want them to work out if they're going to work out. But thank you, Nikki Cochran. It's at Vince1187. Oh, I was going to say 1987. I always get Vince and Dana's Twitters confused. Claire says, and when he finds out Liz used to pretend to like him, that'll hurt. Yeah, it will. But okay, and I say this with all respect and love for Gina Marie. I don't think anybody had it worse than Gina Marie did coming out of the house, and she got over it. So I think Austin will get over it eventually, but I think it's going to suck for him. Jackie Knows says, so when Austin gets evicted, Julia can pull back and ask him if he washed his hands before shaking with him. That would be awesome. She should have Purell. Like when Austin comes out and he's like, yeah, and he'll go, do that stupid ass thing, and then it'll be like, Julie, and Julie should just have 2 things of hand sanitizer, and she should just spin it around her fingers, and she should go, and squeeze it in his hand. She'd be like, hand sanitizer, Austin, hand sanitizer, Austin. I will evict your ass right now unless you scrub down. I want you cleaner than a post-pre-op nurse. Austin. She should have the chair covered in plastic. She should have Austin's chair just in a big condom. He's like, I think I might know the way the edit went. Oh, little Austin. Little Austin. Gadana says, who would you like to see win the next OH? Ideally, I would love to see Johnny Mac win the next HOH. I think it is the only way we're keeping Steve and Johnny Mac in this house, unfortunately. I think if Johnny Mac does not win, I think Vanessa is going to put them both up. I think Austin will put them both up. I think the twins will put them both up. I think there's no scenario where they both don't go up if Johnny Mac doesn't win. So Johnny Mac has a lot riding on this. And I mean, honestly, his relationship with Steve, we saw this even just a few weeks ago. He was willing to, in his diary rooms, he was kind of just like, sorry, Steve, I gotta look out for my own game, blah, blah, blah. That was just a week and a half ago. I don't even necessarily know that Johnny Mac would save Steve. He might want to ride it out with Austin, Liz, and the twins. It might be more beneficial to him. So, I mean, we'll see. Meg Riley says, I would love to be the one to debrief Austin. Everyone thinks you're a cheating scumbag who smells like feet. Don't go on Twitter because nobody likes you. I also got to say, I was thinking about this. Austin is used to being the villain in wrestling. So I think by being the villain in wrestling, he's used already to people not liking him or hating his public persona. So maybe this isn't going to be that bad for him. Wine and Roses says, ew, if we end up with Austin and Julia in the final 2. I don't think there's any way for that to happen. I think we're all safe and don't really need to worry about that happening. Yeah, I don't think we do. I think we're good on that. Okay. I'm resetting my iPad. I'm literally melting. I might have to walk away for 20 seconds and actually touch the actual thermostat. Like, how 1995 is that? Oh yes, thanks for reminding me, Janelle. If you guys want to use your free likes, if you get your coins, you don't have to pay for them. But if you have your coins that you can use for thumbs up or whatever that you get for free, yes, use them. Thumbs us up. It helps us out if we get like 1,000 an hour. Or 1,000, yeah, like 1,000 an hour, they say. Erica Rodriguez says, good point. People take wrestling crazy serious. Even fans of Amateur? I don't know where I even got Amateur from. Amateur wrestling are nuts. That's so rotten of me to say that. That's just so rotten of me to say such thing. Autism now. What mom says? Oh yeah, that would be good. Powerwolf's in here. Hey, Powerwolf. Nikki Cochran says, Austin said he wants to be hated on the show, but loved on the feeds. Oh, well, Austin, you got it backwards. Because I have a feeling you're hated on the feeds, and I actually think the casual viewers are going to like you. Hey, Songy. Vanessa made Steve clean the kitchen before he ate his sandwich. I heard Vanessa saying like, oh, was anybody famous pre-Big Brother? Was anybody famous? She was like, like this. She was like, was anybody famous? Cause ooh. It's my CKS princess Erica hat. Now I'm really getting hot. So she was like, hey, was anybody famous? Because famous people have Adderall. Famous people have Adderall and they have Xanax. Famous people have Adderall and Xanax. So if anybody was famous before Big Brother, I need to know. Oh, hey, I heard a winner had an Adderall ring. I heard one of the winners went to jail for Adderall. I want to be friends with him. I bet he has a stash, but he has a stash outside the house. How do I get to become friends with him? If I'm a winner and he's the winner, maybe he'll tell me where his stash is. Awesome, Steve, clean up your sandwiches. Like that. Oh, and then Solo Dolo. Dolo. Julia says, I just got here. I can't believe I missed 30 minutes of rants. You didn't. We were talking about Housewives a little bit. Anna says, I actually don't think I have ever seen Vanessa without her beanie. I have a few times. Clubby says, Austin had potential when Judas was Judas pre-showmans and Vanessa's ball cutting. I always love hinky votes. I do too. I gotta say, if I was playing Big Brother, I think I would throw a lot of hinky votes. Now, that being said, it does then create a lot of suspicion on an America's player, and then that could end up turning back around on you and targeting you if you can't convince people it couldn't possibly be you, so I could see the danger in that. But I feel like I would always, try and pin votes on other people. I would always try and stir things up. I mean, especially when a house is voting together every week, I know that would be boring for watchers. I would just throw a random vote in for no reason. I would be like, oh, other person. Oh my god, we can't trust one person in here. Powerwolf says, Eric, do you watch Total Divas on E about the female wrestlers of WWE? Powerwolf, listen to the words in your own question, Powerwolf. You asked me if I, A, watch female something. B, it's then kind of a sport. No. Big Brother Eats says, you should have had Andrea from Survivor on your show since she's best friends with Meg. Stay tuned. It's gonna be a crazy week. Whitney, thank you for coming on. I need smiles. Hi, Whitney. Total Divas is great TV. All right, I will totally check it out. Tony says, reality recaps. In WWF, I'd like to ask, do you think Cold Stone will ever return back to WWF? Blah, 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 wrestling question. Look, can I be on? How late is it? It's 10:30. Are there a lot of children in here? There are a lot of children in here? All right, look, I'll put it this way. I'm just going to assume I'm dealing with mainly adults. Okay, good. No. Look, I used to watch wrestling all the time. Like, all the time. I used to love wrestling when I was a teenager. Because I didn't know what porn was. So, you know. That's pretty much all right. I mean, what really? It's two guys basically naked rolling around with each other oiled up. I mean, what? That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying. So no. Cold Stone, I don't know what he's doing. I discovered porn when I was like 18, so then I never watched wrestling again. Ziggy says, I was cheating on you for a couple of minutes listening to Derek. Oh my god, everybody's on. I don't see who's on anymore because I have to have like a whole bunch of screens open. Oh wow. We got Clay on and Derek on. And I don't know who this Adam person is or why I'm following them, but they're on. Interesting. Okay. My dream job was to be the person who oiled up John Cena. I don't know who that is. Melissa says, I hate the twins and Austin. Join the club. And when you're joining the club of things, make sure you become a fan. Click the little be a fan button up top or the man with the head and the plus. That helps support our shows. Oh, I like Derek. Well, thanks for watching. I gave my girlfriend a present earlier. Awesome. Is your girlfriend code for me and is present code for you became a patron? Whitney, I had a nice chat with John Party earlier. Told him he needs to join you sometime. Oh, we totally talked to John Party. He should know who we are. I mean, I guess it's been a year now. He probably doesn't. I said to Dana earlier, I was like, I don't mean any disrespect because, you know, Dana and John covered Big Brother Canada, and I just saw that the Big Brother Canada 3 cast is, how do I put it? They are opening a food court in the mall next week. And I was like, hey, Dana, all your Big Brother Canada fans are going to be in the food court in the mall. So, go head over there. Hey, I would do anything if I got paid for it. So go get your monies, Big Brother Canada. I just thought it was funny because just the way the sign was like set up, it's like Big Brother 3 cast. Then you open it up and it goes, at opening the new food court at the something Canadian mall. In the background, there's like McDonald's. And I'm like, oh, I love it. What am I drinking? I am drinking Diet Sierra Mist. Wine and Roses. Eric, it seems easy, but it's a true talent to keep things entertaining. Tried watching Derek and Clay, but it's like nails on a chalkboard. Keep it up. Let me tell you, I know how hard it is with Wine and Roses. Do you think I want to be like this all the time? And like, there's a reason I'm already starting to sweat. It's like you feel like you run a marathon. I literally finish this show. I take 2 steps. I like fall on the floor. I feel like I need a massage. I need to be rehydrated. Oh, it is hard. Believe me, I get it. Big Brother Eats says, this might sound crazy, but Derek is looking pretty hot. I gotta say, yeah, he got a jacuzzi, and he's in that jacuzzi a lot, and I like when he comes live from that jacuzzi. But I like a cop. I married a cop, so I like a cop. I like a man in uniform, is what I'm saying. Houston should open a KFC. Finger looking good. Oh Lord, you guys. Favorite pizza topping. I like like the Pizza Hut Supreme, where it has like everything on it, like all the vegetables, all the different meats, like all the everything. Like Pizza Hut Supreme Pizza is my favorite pizza in the whole entire world. Fun fact, we don't have any Pizza Huts left on Long Island. We have like one left, and it's like crazy far away. Oh, by the way, let all of you guys know, since we're talking Big Brother, watch this. Steve's the HOH. The noms are Austin and Liz. The POV winner was Austin. He used it, and the renom was Julia. Bye. No, I like it. We're stepping up. Thanks, patrons. These special effects brought to you by our patrons. Jordan says they got rid of Taco Bell Pizza Hut combos. I know. Believe me, I know. The only place you used to be able to get it. We are so diverting from Big Brother, but I know. The only place I used to be able to get a Pizza Hut Personal Pan Supreme Pizza was at a Taco Bell drive-thru. They got rid of those too. Why can't I just have my fried fat and bread? Just give me the butter and the fat and the bread and cheese. And as long as there's those little sprinkling of vegetables, we call it healthy. Tomato sauce is tomatoes. Or tomatoes, as we all learned Glammy calls it yesterday. Jackie knows. Hey, everybody. Thank you. Yes, if you guys can use your thumbs up. And don't forget to become a fan if you're not. Become a fan. We are apparently very close to 3,500 fans, and I can't even wrap my head around that. If, the fact that I just didn't even feel like there was a chance for us to get to 4,000, and the fact that we're close to 3,500 is blowing my mind. So become a fan if you're not. Do I like stuffed crust pizza? No. Too cheesy. I'm a very picky eater. I'm like a very picky eater. What makes it classy? What makes what classy? Oh, Jordan. They used to have one in Seaford. It's just a classy Taco Bell now. Oh, I used to live near Seaford, Jordan. What do you think of the Zing bots things? Just Johnny Mac. What do I think of the Zing bots things this year? Thought they were very lackluster, unless we're talking about the Zingbot on Twitter, in which case I like the Zingbot on Twitter that was around for forever. He's right there. I enjoy the original one. I think the new Zingbot on Twitter is kind of mean. I think it's kind of mean. Crystal says, non-Big Brother question, did you get the link I tweeted about the Long Island Doctor Who convention? No, I did not. Here's the problem, and it's a problem now, and I'm not trying to tootily toot my own horn or anything, but between the megaphones and the square up arrows, which I love that you guys tweet out, and we need them, so don't ever stop doing it, I just wish there was a way it wouldn't show up in my timeline. Because now after I do a show, I literally have like 300 notifications to try and go through and find stuff, which is crazy. But I'm going to write it down to go look for it. Doctor Who thing. Or if you want, you can email it to me, contact tab on the website, but I wrote it down. 3,358 fans, says Megrelli. That's amazing. What happened to your straw? I might go grab the straw because for some reason, we all might have to just, I promise it won't take longer than 30 seconds. For some reason, my stupid thing is not connecting to my thermostat. And I don't know if you can see how I'm glazing over in sweat because it's 9,000 degrees in front of these monitors. So I might go run up and just turn the air on. How's Charlie doing? Not good. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, chat room, nobody better leave. You can literally time me. Here, I'll make you a bet. Oh, good. I'm gonna go when the timer says 39 and 30 seconds. I bet you I will be back before it gets to 40. So I'm giving myself 30 seconds to do this. And if I do not do it in 30 seconds, I'll give away a prize. But I have to block the camera because I'm in boxer shorts. Okay, ready? I have 30 seconds. 2, 1. No. Yes. Oh my god, I am back. This totally counts as back. I'm waiting for it to retransition. I did it. Yeah. I'll still give away a pen when we're not playing Glamboo. Sorry, that's the only graphic I had. Oh, thank God for air. And I got my straw. Okay. Oh, I bet you wanted to see my boxers. Okay. Oh, it's hot. Of course he has no pants on. I know, it's hot, people. I got no pants on. It's hot. It's summer. It's like 95 degrees here today. I got a tip for you. Go take your television and like shove it in your face and be this far away and then have two massive computers on each side of you blowing hot air. It's like you're broadcasting from inside a tanning bed. Oh my god, we're over 1,000 likes. Yay, thank you guys. Do I have character boxers? No, I just have regular boxers. Yay, you still get a fan. I will do the same thing I did last time. Whoever did the megaphone or the square up arrow, these things during the show, whoever did the megaphone or the square up arrow during the show, I will go and collect those all from today. And I will put them in the random generator thing, and you'll get a pen, which I believe is officially now the last pen. And hopefully when the mail gets delivered tomorrow, I'll finally have our new swag. We'll see. What happened on Big Brother tonight? Well, Big Brother was not on tonight. What happened during the day? Oh, my overlay. Womp womp. What happened during the day today was that Austin used the power of veto, and Julia was the renom for Austin. And that's it. Nothing else has happened. Nothing's happening on Big Brother. It's why we kind of have to start working in some other stuff into our Big Brother shows a little bit. Because it's like we're just repeating the same stories over and over again now. Yay for swag. Aw, thanks for becoming a fan, Duchess. Thank goodness the twins are going. Yeah, totally. One of the twins is going home. Definitely. One of the twins will be going home. Unless somebody drops Pandora's box on the house. I Love Tacos says, Miley and Nikki, talk now. It's fake. It's not real. It's staged to bring attention to the award show. Miley was good. I did like Miley. Miley had all the drag queens on from RuPaul's Drag Race. And somebody else famous too, but I forget who. You became a fan of the twins. I'm a fan of the twins. Brandon G says, do you think this could happen next week? Okay, here's the theory from Brandon G. Do I think this could happen next week? HOH is Johnny. So far, yes. He nominates Austin and Julia. Okay. Austin then again wins the POV, and the new noms become Julia and Vanessa, and then Steve and Austin evict Vanessa. I'm definitely with you up into the part where you think Vanessa would be the one to go back up. No. Look, Vanessa won the game. I really see no way Vanessa loses. And I mean, even if she gets on that block, I think she's going to be able to talk her way out of it. I think Vanessa's a lock. I mean, again, the way I see this happening is Vanessa is going to throw this coming up HOH because, again, she's got Steve and Johnny Mac on one side, Vanessa and I guess Julia on the other side. She's right in the middle. Both pairs of two need her. She knows it's not in her best interest to win this one because then she can't play next week when the final three or the final four one is important. So she's gonna want to not win this one, is what I'm saying. And I think we don't know where she's gonna lie. Or we do. I think she's gonna side with Austin and the twins. I don't think she's taking Johnny Mac over anybody else. You know, whatever. Thanks for becoming a fan, Kaylee. Do you think the next season will be All Stars? I think it will. I'd bet money on it. Personally, my personal opinion, I bet money it was going to be All Stars next season. Can you play the sink scene again? No. All right, I'll play the sink scene one more time. One more time. The last time I'll play it. All right, here you go. Here you go.
Did you wash your hands?
I'm standing in front of the sink.
Mom! 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 I'm standing in front of the sink! Mom! P.S. You weren't standing in front of the sink. You were, like, walking away, and then you got called out by camp counselor, and then you were like, oh, God, if I go run over to the sink right now, I'm going to look like an idiot. Let me just make it look like I always just walk around the bathroom aimlessly when I should be washing my hands. B Blondie says, who do you want to see on All Stars? I would like to see a Brittany. I would like to see a Vanessa. I would like to see Derek. I would like to see a Dan. Dr. Will. Daniel Reyes. So many people. There's so many people I'd love to see on. I can't think of them. I would like to see definitely James. I wouldn't want Meg. No, definitely James. Claire, do I have Instagram? Yes, we have everything. It's name of the website / reality recaps. So Facebook / reality recaps, Instagram / reality recaps, Google, YouTube, blah, 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 everywhere / reality recaps will bring you to our page on that place. Amanda is a lock. I don't think McCrae will ever be asked back, but Amanda definitely. I think Helen will be. How old do you need to be to try and get on Big Brother? I think 21. Zach or Caleb. I don't think Caleb will ever be asked back. I think Zach would. I heard Zach and Frankie, when Glammy and I were doing our show last night, I heard they did something together, and a lot of people said it seemed like they're going to be on Amazing Race together. Now, I do not know that yet, but I will say, I will know that probably like a week after Big Brother ends. I'll have a better idea who's going to be on the next season of Amazing Race, and then I'll make a guess as to whether I think Zach and Frankie are going to be on. To be on BB Canada, you have to be 21. I was thinking 18, but okay. Yep, 21. Chat room saying 21. Chelsea Pinky says your eyes are beautiful. Thank you. They're my real eyes that I stole from a child. I just watched Scream. I'm done with Scream, everybody. I'm done with Scream, the TV series. Let me tell you, what a huge disappointment. I am so glad I was able to bang that out in a day and a half. Oh, that was just a disappointment. Derek's broadcast just wrapped up. Did you say he'll be on your show? Today? No. Derek is not going to be on our show today. No. Derek will be on, though, again. Yes, he will be on. I've been talking to him about coming back on. Jackie knows. Zach and Frankie did a YouNow and talked how it would be fun to be on All Stars, though, and I thought of your guesses totally comical. Well, you just believe me, I will know. I will know. Thanks for becoming a fan, Chelsea Pinky. Clubby said, if Zach and Frankie are on Tar, that's another season of Tar I won't be watching. Oh, come on. Even if you don't like them, you can root against them. Look, Clubby, if I'm going to watch Amazing Race, you can watch Amazing Race. I literally was so anti-Amazing Race, I haven't covered it in, I think, 3 seasons now, because I was just so done with how rigged that show is. Now, granted, I would be totally on your side if they were on, and it seemed like it was rigged for them, then that would totally annoy me. John Joy says, so will there be a point sometime before next summer where you would guess who's on All Stars? I'll say this. Here's what I will say. Nobody knows who's going to be on any season of Big Brother until everybody is sequestered, and that's usually like 2 weeks before it starts. In all honesty, that I would not spoil for people. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I can't see the future, but I can say I don't see myself spoiling that next season. We'll just all have to go along for the ride. Maybe like 1 or 2. Like, let's say if I know, for example, Amanda's on, I might lead you to knowing it's Amanda. Let's put it that way. Or a Helen. But would I ever say, like, this is the cast, hands down? No, I would never do that. Clubby, I stopped when Brenchel were on. Oh, Clubby, I'm sorry you don't like Brenchel. Summer says, FYI, Real Housewives of Orange County starting now. Well, don't worry, you got 45 minutes of nothing. Here's what happens. Vicky and them go out to eat dinner. Tamara all of a sudden found God and goes to church. Shannon's kids make a meal for them. And there was one other thing. And it took up like 45 minutes of literally nothing. I was like falling asleep during it. Literally falling asleep during it. Eric, are you going to the BB finale? Probably not. I should know 100% tomorrow. I did not know this was a holiday weekend and today was a holiday. I'm still waiting to find out. I should know. I'm gonna go with tomorrow. Anna says, I find it so hard to believe that the first time house guests see each other is on the stage with all the interviews and everything. It is not, Anna. I would guess that people are put together a lot during the final stages of the casting process. And I would guess that when they're in sequester, they all have to do things together in groups, but I would guess that they're not allowed to talk. So, like, for example, I guess in the hotel that they were staying at in sequester, let's say it was food time, and then everybody could, like, go down and have food, or a few people could go down and have food, and then, you know, I guess if somebody is like, oh, I really need a cigarette, then they would, like, be let outside to have a cigarette. And maybe somebody else has to have a cigarette, so they're also outside. So, I mean, trust me. I'll say this. When you hear Steve on the feeds and he's like, oh, I saw that person in the spaceship, I would guess that's code for sequester. As a super fan, how could not go? How could I not go, Janelle? Well, A, it costs thousands of dollars to get there and travel, and we don't have enough patrons or PayPal donations. So there's that factor. But I'm not even worried about that bridge yet. I'm more worried about you have to be asked to be there for press, and I haven't gotten my official answer yet. So once I get my official answer, and we're getting close to 4,000 subscribers, which will really help that answer, Then I'll cross the how we're gonna afford it bridge. But one step at a time. It's gonna totally cut into my chair font. Whitney says, I guess is Eric's way of saying allegedly. Right. Exactly. But my best friend, not my best friend, my most favorite person in the whole world, Kathy Griffin, always used to say allegedly, so I don't like to say allegedly. Oh, Kathy Griffin, I love you. My favorite. Nikki Cochran says they call it the spaceship because they get abducted. Oh, that totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. I never realized that. Bandolo says, how long are the US Big Brother seasons? Are they all the same length? What was the longest US BB season? I think these are becoming the longest BB seasons. They were never this long before 2 years ago when the Glass House came on, and then Big Brother needed it to be as long as the Glass House to compete with it, and then because that season of Big Brother did well, Big Brother realized, oh crap, we can get 2 more weeks out of 2 more weeks of ad sales out of people, so we're gonna extend it every season now. Miss Don Draper says, I wish I could bankroll Eric. Isn't Don Draper the marketing people? Isn't that from that show? Don't you got a rich marketing husband? Look, he doesn't even need to bankroll us. Maybe he come up with some great marketing plan for us. Whitney says this is the longest season thus far. Believe me, it feels like it, Whitney. It feels like it. This season is 98 days. Oh, then it's not the longest, because wasn't last season 100 days of summer? I thought last season was 100 days. But then again, that's just the way they promoted it, 100 days is the summer, so it doesn't have to be. Kind of the same way we're going to have a new twist each week. I heard Johnny Mac saying that last night on the feeds. He was like, a new twist each week. And I was like, yeah, nope, didn't happen, Johnny Mac. I'm glad you picked up on that. Kim is bored says, when did they start changing it where they had an even number of men and women? I do not know. Brandon is saying, no, last year was 97. Okay. I know for a fact they promoted... Annie says 100 Days of Summer was a Bravo show. No, I know for a fact Big Brother promoted... CBS promoted Big Brother as it's going to be 100 Days of Summer, and I'm pretty sure it was last season, but maybe I'm thinking the season before. I know because that was the first time a season was ever that long, and I remember saying to John, 100 Days of Big Brother? I love Big Brother, but if this is a bad season, 100 days... I remember we had that conversation. Miss John Draper says, Mad Men, yes, my husband is rich. I'll steal his black Amex and get you to LA. Awesome. Do it. Well, first I have to get invited to the backyard. P.S. I like to fly JetBlue Mint. I have to fly in some sort of a first class, which is JetBlue Mint, because I have found out it's actually cheaper with all of the bags and how much they weigh that I have to bring. It's literally cheaper to fly JetBlue first class or Mint or whatever the hell it's called, rather than coach and having to pay all the baggage fees and overage fees. Literally cheaper to fly first. Whitney says, for those curious, scroll halfway. It has every season length. Oh, well, oh god, I hope this doesn't screw up this show. Okay, good. I almost clicked the link. I think that would kick me out of the show. Let's bring it up, Whitney. Let's bring it up. We have the power. Oh, maybe we don't have the power. Oh, okay, perfect. Here we go. Ready? Let's look. Okay, so Big Brother 1 was 88 days. 2, 3, 4, 5 was 82 days. 6 was 80. 7 was 72. 8 and 9 was 81. 10 was 70. 11 was 73. 13, 14 was 75. 15 was 90. And then 16 was 97, and this was 98. So it had to be last year. I swear I'm not making it up. I swear I'm not making it up. that it had to been last season and they promoted it as, honestly, I would say it was 15. I'm going to go with it was 15 then. If we went from 75 to 90, I'm going to go with Big Brother 15 is then the one where they called it 100 Days of Summer. Nikki Cochran, I'd rather they just did 65 days of regular Big Brother and 35 of Celebrity like UK does. I know, me too. Tyler O wants to know if I'm gay. Hey, Tyler O, guess what? I am not gay. Trump is an idiot. And apparently I need to add to my chalkboard, Miley and Nikki is fake. But I wrote it on a chalkboard for you, just like you must see in your elementary school. Okay. Princess Glammy says last year they did the 100 Days of Summer, kind of like the summer takeover. Yeah, well, I mean, I know that obviously they didn't follow through with it and it was a lie, but I swear I remember reading that email. Wilding Tongue says, and add that you haven't been on Big Brother. Right, exactly. Oh, but I have. I'm broadcasting from inside the house. The call is coming from inside the house. I love you too, love for all. And never will. Oh, exploring. That was mean. Of course I'll do Big Brother. I'll do Big Brother if they film it in my house. I have to come here and film it, and then I'll do it. And that I wanted Vanessa to win, says Meg Riley. Yes. Big Brother Eat says, I'm really hoping that they remodel the BB house for Big Brother 18. Me too. I've been waiting for a Big Brother house remodel for forever. This is ridiculous. And P.S., I guess that they had to destroy so much of the house to rewire it for all the HD cameras that we have right now. I was so sure we were getting a new house. It made sense they wouldn't have done it before when it was the other cameras, because why would they rip apart the whole entire house when they knew they were going to have to put in HD cameras? But they literally had to rip the entire house apart and rewire it. So I don't understand why they didn't remodel it then. So honestly, no, I don't think we're getting a remodel of the house. I wish we would, but if they were going to do it, they would have did it last season when they went HD. Brandolo says, I have to sleep. Thanks for the show. Goodbye, everyone. See you next time. Bye. See you later. If tomorrow's your next day of school, have fun. Bring a pencil. Remember, study hard, learn well, and just know when you get out of school, you're still going to learn half the stuff you need to know from a 13-year-old on YouTube like I do. I have basically 3 college degrees, and I still learn from 12-year-olds on YouTube. Just saying. Whitney says, I really wish that the HOH room looked different for each HOH. They don't have to go all out like in BB All-Stars, but come on, change it a little. I know, it's so easy. It's so easy for them to do everything. They could have like HD TV walls and change it up that way, or even just make like the top half HD things and stuff. I mean, God, it's 2015, Big Brother. You're still given a crappy $500,000 prize on this show. You are selling a ton of advertising. You have the money to make that house futuristic. I mean, I will tell you again, myself, John, Dana, we were all in the Big Brother Canada house. That thing blew me away. I could not believe how amazing the Big Brother Canada house was. It was just amazing. Compared to our crappy little house. John Joy says, they could make the house so cool, including remodel. 100%. Whitney says a different... Whitney says, perhaps, just throwing it out there, a different bedspread could be a simple fix. This is a different bedspread. Here I am talking flat panel television walls and water feature and color changing ceilings, and Whitney's like, just change the bread spread and have some new flowers. I'm not picky. It's true. There's no reason they can't just do it. Jackie Knows says, with all the budget cuts, wouldn't it be a real twist if there was no America's Favorite cash prize? Yeah, I'm starting to get nervous that there might not be America's Favorite. Remember, they cut it from Survivor 2 seasons ago. And I mean, we're 2 weeks out now, right? I mean, officially Wednesday is 2 weeks to the finale. Yeah. This Wednesday is 2 weeks to the finale. If we don't get the voting starting like after Thursday's show, I'm going to start to get scared that we're not having an America's Favorite this year. Giselle says, which is bigger, US or Canada? I am told that the Canadian house is bigger than the US house. And again, that being said, I was so claustrophobic in that house. It was so incredibly tiny. I cannot even express to you how tiny the Big Brother Canada house was. I felt like a giant. I had to duck down through doorways. It is just very, very weird. I have to find where we put our Big Brother Canada videos, because somebody asked me to see them the other day, and I actually couldn't find them. I have a feeling maybe CBS took them down, or Big Brother or Global took them down. Yeah. Let me see if. Let me see if this is it. Okay, this is. Okay, here. I'll show you one little clip of the Big Brother house. Hold on. Of the Big Brother Canada house. Hold on. I apologize. This is very difficult to do with YouTube. Okay, so here. Hopefully you guys can see and hear this. This is me and Dana breaking... They told us we could play in the house. Here's me trying to be all respectful. This only lasts like 12 seconds. I'm like being all respectful. Oh, not Dana. Dana made a beeline for the diary room. She like goes right for the diary room. Okay, so look, here's what that was like. I'm being sent to the diary room. Dana's gonna vote to evict me. Oh my god. We are allowed in here, right? Exactly. We're allowed in here, right? Like, my first thought was like, oh, this is so much fun. We're allowed in here, right? Like, we're not going to be killed. And we went so many more places, and there's so many more videos that I put on YouTube, and I'm convinced they got taken down, because I can't find them. That one just happened to be at the start of the interview that we did with Sarah in the HOH room. So, whatever. I have to find it, but that was really funny. That was when I told Dana I was starving, and I was like, can you please go in the kitchen and see if you can find me any food in the Big Brother Canada house kitchen? And she found me a box of crackers. P.S. Glammy, if you're watching, literal crackers. Like crackers, not whatever your people call crackers, which, again, I will say, if you missed the Glammy show yesterday, just kind of fast forward a little until we get to the fun part of figuring out what the hell Glammy's people eat and why they call things the way they call things. Oh, P.S., and crackers aren't even crackers. They're not even food. Don't ask. I'm not going through it again. Okay. Back to Big Brother. Loved Kevin. Kevy Wevy. Clay or Kevin? Kevin. Good night, Jordan. Have fun at school. Oh, and by the way, thank you, Trek Lord, for being #1 fan, Jacob for being #2 fan, Yanisa being #3, and Juliana for being #4. Thank you, guys. All right. I have a question, and I feel bad doing it. I feel bad asking this. Not biscuits. No. Okay, so here's my question for you. We're at 1 hour and 9 minutes. We have a decision to make. Should I keep going? But if I keep going, we're going to need another 1,000 likes. Or we can wrap it up and I'll do another show tomorrow. Because apparently that's why we're doing so good. Keep going. All right. Keep going. All right. All right. So then we got 50 minutes to get to 2,000 likes. Free. Don't pay for them. But use the megaphones and bring some people in here. Okay. Perfect. All right. Good. I hate asking, but funniest feed I've seen all day. House guest discussing fan favorite, and Austin says he thinks it's Liz. Well, of course Austin says he thinks it's Liz. Could you imagine if Liz was like, Austin, who do you think is going to be the fan favorite? And then Austin is like, me. Me? I think I'm going to be fan favorite. Me? I'm going to be fan favorite. Judith. Like, what a dick would Austin be if he was like, not you, sweetheart. We just broke up yesterday. I don't think it's going to be you. It's going to be anybody but you, Liz. Imagine if Austin talked like that instead of oh, it's totally you, precious. Like, he totally is just like this to her hair. I didn't even see the scene, but I bet he, like, this is now Liz's hair. So let's just pretend like it's blonde. And there's a bandana. I bet he's just, like, stroking her hair and like, oh, it's totally you, honey. You're fan favorite. You're totally fan favorite. The way that you told Jason that he should go back and watch from his mom's basement to America. They love that, honey. It's all you, girl. The way that you make fun of Steve and tell him to go play in traffic. The way you sent out America's actual favorites, James and Meg. They love that. Of course they're going to make you fan favorite, honey. Who else? Who else, Liz? And then P.S. Johnny Mac's in the corner, braiding his back hair. He's like, totally gonna be you, Liz. It's totally. Hey, Austin, I'm working on braiding my back hair to look like your chin beard. It's awesome. It's gonna be really good, Austin. It's almost, look, I'm almost done. Do you have a Band-Aid? I mean, do you have a, rubber band's the word I'm looking for. I'm almost done. I'm working on braiding my back hairs. I'm just saying, if you're a dentist, right? Like, if you're a dentist, you gotta have an electrolysis friend. I'm just saying, like, why wouldn't you? You got, like, you're probably in one of those medical buildings. There's gotta be somebody with an electrolysis machine. I'm sure you can work some deal out where you give them a bump of your laughing gas and then they give you, like, a zap of the electrolysis gun and just work that system out for a while. Pretty soon you got no more back hair. It's gotta be uncomfortable. BB Fanatic says, I want John to win. Good. Princess Glammy says, maybe he keeps the back hair to keep warm in the winter. You don't mean by another human being touching him, correct? You don't mean like keep warm with another person. I mean, it could happen. Because, again, he's super hot from the front. Like, I love the front of Johnny Mac. I could see him getting a lady or a man, no judging, into bed. Now, the problem is, probably when they go to hug him, they're going to get caught in all that hair. So, I mean, I guess maybe they would have to keep him warm. They'd be stuck. They'd have to wait for someone to, like, cut rings out of the hair or unvelcro. Stuff like that. So, I mean, I guess he's like a spider type of... You get caught in his hair web, is what I'm saying. Yeah, totally. Uh, good night, BB Ghost. I'm gonna assume it's BB Ghost. Yeah, of course it is. Good night, BB Ghost. Oh, you can't like anymore. Oh my god, we're almost done. Don't even worry about it. You're amazing. Thank you all so much. Do not pay for any likes. Don't even worry about it. I'm sure we're gonna get over 100. We have like 45 minutes left. You're brilliant, and I love you all. Trek Lord says, I don't mind the back hair. I don't really mind it either, but then what, like, I gotta find something to talk about, you know? It's kind of like Lammy. I knew what blood pudding was, but, you know, it's not funny if I know everything. Oh, why is this stupid overlay still on? Become a fan, though. Become a fan. Click up top if you're not. Clickety-click up top, or man head on the bottom. Become a fan. Does Johnny Mac keep Vanessa's pills in his hair? No, you're confusing Johnny Mac for Austin. But close, close. There is a drug ring happening out of Austin's beard. My Too Lucky Kid says, it was smart on Steve's part making the move he did. My Two Lucky Kids. I'm gonna need you to use more of your words. Steve made a lot of moves. He makes manic moves. He makes game moves. He likes to go like that when he wants to fake vomit. He is a dancer and he does this while he's listening to his Daft Punk. It's almost like a sprinkler, but then not. It's like a jerky sprinkler. That's kind of how Steve was dancing in the HOH room. So, I mean, he's got moves, is what I'm saying. I'm not sure what moves you're appreciating of Johnny Max, is what I'm saying. Oh, yay, we did it! Yay! 2,000. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Hold on. I do. Yes. I will pick 2 winners from the people that did Megaphone and stuff. I'll do another one for 2,000 likes. Yay! You don't have to tweet anything else out. The people that did it already, I'll give away 2 for 2,000 likes. Annie says, Eric, how do you think Vanessa would handle it if she accidentally won the next HOH? Oh, I don't think she'll be happy. I don't think she will be happy. Steph said you just made $2,000. Steph, if I just made $2,000, I'd be like, hold on, everyone. I'm going to yourrealityrecaps.com and I'm clicking on our Amazon banner in the sidebar so that we get credit. And I would be ordering a chair and I would be ordering the stand for my TV over there. I would be doing a lot if I had $2,000. No, we got 2,000 likes. I'd order. Oh, I might, honestly. I think I can hold out. I was actually going to go run upstairs and get my pillow, too. Because this chair is. I'm almost done with this chair for tonight. I keep forgetting to bring it down. And 3,374 fans. Freaking amazing. Oh, you meant in pennies. Yes, Steph. I did probably get 2,000 pennies. What is that? $2? $20. 2,000 pennies, $20. Probably. Whitney says, Steph, he doesn't even get money off the bars like some people do. Correct. The only people that get money off the bars, which is why I always tell you people, you don't, and I'm not supposed to. So I'm screwed if there's somebody in here. I don't ever want you spending money on the stuff in here because we don't get any of it. Keep your money, honeys. Oh, thanks for following me on Twitter. And YouTube. Awesome. Thanks. I guess since it's alerting me that you're doing it, you're clicking on the icon somewhere. That's pretty amazing. How do you make money from YouNow? If you have a tip jar, well, first they have to make you a partner, and then when they make you a partner, they'll give you a tip jar, and then once you get the tip jar, anybody that gives you gold bars, I think you get like a percentage of how much a gold bar is worth. I don't know. Look, even when we get the tip jars, you know I'm not asking you for gold bars. I'll say this right now. I could really get screwed for this. If you ever hear me being like, God, I want gold bars. Oh, give me gold bars. Give me gold bars. Don't get mad. Just know it might mean that there's somebody in the room that I have to say it because of. Like, for example, apparently our show the other night, the head of YouTube was in our room and was like watching us. So I hope I didn't say anything bad that show. Sabetta says, live feed update. Everyone is ganging up on Steve saying Devon told him he was a mole for her. Is this the start of Vanessa getting all to turn on Steve? Everyone is ganging up on Steve. Is this really happening right now in the live feeds? Do we all need to go watch this? Do you mean like ganging up like they're fighting, or are they just kind of like joking about it? There isn't a better show on New. Oh, thanks, Jason. That means a lot. Miss Don Draper says Vanessa doesn't want Steve out. I don't know about that, Miss Don Draper. I think she does. She knows the final competitions are they're going to be mainly mental. There's not a lot of physical ones left, and she knows Steve is the biggest mental threat in that house. So I don't think she wants to go. Whitney says, oh my god, actual true live feed update. Austin is just showering. Oh, that was a typo, Miss Don Draper? Okay, got you. Why would the head of YouTube be watching? I'm sorry, did I say YouTube? I meant YouNow. The head of YouNow was apparently in our show the other day. The one that I did with Glammy like 2 or 3 days ago. The one when we had like, we only did a 40-minute show and we had like 8,000 people viewing live because he came in and then he sent it out to all of you now. And all of you now like came into our room, which was crazy. So I hope I didn't say anything I wasn't supposed to. But I probably did because I put you guys first. And that's all I really care about. I don't care if I don't get partner. I just do shows here because it's easier. Wilding Tongue says, wow, Whitney, who knew he knew how? Exactly. Sabetta says, it's true. Steve is freaking out, saying it's not true. I'm so confused. Princess Glammy says, but Austin didn't wash his hair. Okay, now Ed Rizzo says, Vanessa is asking Steve and Johnny Mac about the 2 extra votes to keep Jeff. Guess she's looking for a reason to evict Liz. Vanessa doesn't need reasons anymore. Of course she's always going to look for them because it gives her something to justify, but whatever. Whitney says... Okay. Whitney says production will probably give him a pamphlet on how to wash his pits and privates. Do you know that they allegedly do give them something explaining how to have good hygiene in the Big Brother house? They literally give them like a deodorant should be put on at least once a day. Showering should happen once a day. More if there's a competition to like stuff like that. Yeah, they do. Yep. Indeedly do. I guess. That's what I guess happens. Big Brother Upset says they were telling Steve what Day said about him being a mole, then teasing him about not washing the dishes. Okay. All right, so it's not like, oh my god, big fight in the Big Brother house. Okay, good. Thanks for becoming a fan, TBH Caroline. Same rules apply. If somebody comes into this house and murders me, I am alone. So if somebody comes in and murders me, then your job is to, yes, I would like to be a partner. You better make sure my ghost becomes a partner. And I want a tip jar. And then you all better put money in the tip jar. And the charity that I always wanted to fund create during my life is to raise awareness for mental illness. That's what you use my tip jar money for. Okay? Okay. I heard a noise. Just finished binge watching the Scream marathon. So if all of a sudden you just see and all blood, start my charity. How's Charlie feeling, says Miss Don Draper. Not good, and this is why I'm a horrible person. See, I just said such a nice thing. Watch me say such a horrible thing. I wish there was something you could give a dog. And there probably is. It's probably called Xanax or Doggy Xanax. I'm just saying. I love when Charlie has to have surgeries done that involve him being put to sleep, and then he gets to be all groggy because that's the only time he loves me. He's just so cute and cuddly. All the rest of the time, he's super playful and fun, but he's just always like, I don't want to cuddle against you. I got to look out and watch and protect you. He's not barky. He's not mean. He's not nasty. He loves everybody, but like he won't cuddle up next to you in bed. He like sits at your feet and watches the door. But I love him. The reason I said that about the dog pills, so for any of you that do like Housewives, I will keep saying it. There's the show on YouNow called Hot Wives of Atlanta, and you need to watch it because it's so funny. I mean, Hot Wives of Orlando, because one of the ladies are like, here's a new pill. I call it Adder Wow. Instead of Adderall, it's called Adder Wow. And she's like, it's a methamphetamine that helps moms stay awake and alert. And then she's like, we also have the counter product, Momex or something. This one puts you to sleep. It's very funny. I'm totally ruining the joke, but you just have to see it. Did anyone else hear Vanessa say to Steve a bit ago, and then privately the same to John, that they're going to take a blood oath to her? No. And let me tell you right now, legally, Big Brother would never allow that to happen. If they're just saying the words like, oh, haha, blood oath, like that's funny. But if they're doing that thing that you do when you're kids and like, ooh, I'm going to prick my finger and you'll pick your finger and we'll smush them together and we'll be blood brothers, or let's do a blood oath or whatever. No, legally, Big Brother would stop that in 2 seconds. That would never happen. It all started on Hulu. I love it. High Heel Dogs charity. Thanks for the suggestion. Oh my God, just wait, Ms. John Draper. Just wait. It gets so much funnier. It gets so much funnier. Like, I can't even. And I love their taglines in the beginning. I wish I could remember the one about, it was something like, I can't remember. They say blood is thicker than water. Unfortunately, my blood is filled with heroin. Or something. It's just so funny. You just have to see. It's so good. I can't even think of it now. She might get kicked out. I don't know what you mean, Fun Dip. Powerwolf says, wait, does it have the girl from The Office on Hot Wives? I believe she was on The Office. Oh, yes, Glammy's ALS. Glammy's ALS, she tweeted the link out. I'm sure she'll tweet the link out again if you guys want to support her husband and all that he's doing for ALS. Hot Wives is just like Housewives. I love Fifi. Right, I love Fifi too. I can't think of any of the catchphrases from the show that is so funny, but I'm telling you, I cry laughing so hard watching that show. If you love Housewives, you need to watch it, because the characters are always like a blend of several Housewives characters. So like Fifi is like a mix of Nene and Phaedra, and you just have to watch it. Just go watch the show. It's so funny. It's so funny. Here's the link. Okay, I don't see anybody that tweeted the link for the charity, though. You guys say there's the link, but I don't see the link in the chat room. Oh, and Madman. Yeah. If John wins HOH, he should get Nair in his basket. That would be funny, Ziggy. That would be funny. That is sad, Angela. One of her friends died of ALS. Yep, that's why, seriously, even $1 really helps out Glammy a lot. And her husband. They're doing the work to raise the money. How many people / stages do they go through on both till the final 16? I don't know what you're talking about, Powerwolf. How many people / stages do they go through? I don't know what you're talking about, Powerwolf. Princess Glammy, I will do a YouNow of the beginning of the race and after. He looks like a totally different person. Oh, you gotta do that, Glams. You totally gotta do that. Of Big Brother. How many people stages do they go through to the final 16? I mean, I would guess. Seriously, I would guess. Probably thousands and thousands of people they go through, and I think it's like 3 or 4 stages. Wait, can you make me happy and Bubbles angry? I don't know what that means. John did ask for Nair in his basket, says Leslia. Awesome. Thank God Johnny Mac's got a brain in that boy's head. Ask for that. Get some Nair. Get your life. Uh-oh. Did our chat room freeze? Now my chat room's not moving. Court too cool for you says, I'm hungry. Oh, nope, chat room's moving again. Ron Dane says, have you heard of Change to Mind? It's a charitable organization run by Glenn Coase. My husband's bipolar, so it's a great organization. No, but I will look into that. Sorry, everybody. I don't want to forget that one. Change to Mind. Awesome. I will check that out. Thank you very much, Ron Dane. Thanks for becoming a fan, Storming Blue. Glammy, if you're posting the link for whatever reason, sometimes it doesn't let you post links in the chat room. So if you're posting the link, no, it's not showing up. So I will just say at Princess Glammy on Twitter. She'll tweet it, and I'll retweet it after this show if you want to wait. Thanks, Ron Dan, I'm going to go with. Thank you very much. I would appreciate that. Greek Diva, I'm posting it here. Yep, we're not getting any link, everybody. So if you guys are posting it, it's not showing up for me anyway. Big Brother Upset says, Vanessa said she's going to have a big party after Big Brother. You should do a YouNow from there. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, I got a feeling. I got a feeling that even if we don't end up at the Big Brother exit interviews, I have a feeling there will be a party for Vanessa, and I have a feeling that Whitney will be there and I will be there. We'll see. Okay, here we go. I hope I still get credit for you being a fan, and goodbye. Whitney says, hey, Eric, we are talking about having a party at Vanessa's, us, family, and friends, so you can be my other +1. When you say Vans, you really mean Vanessa's? I have a feeling we're talking about the same party. We'll talk after the show, Whitney. I talk to Mel a lot, Whitney. I'll say that. I talk to Mel a lot. So I have a feeling we're probably talking about the same thing. Sabetta, how was your holiday weekend? You're looking at it. I was sitting at this chair all day. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm like flipping 15 times to try and get comfortable, and I hate that I forgot my pillow. So again, I'm doing this in 30 seconds or less. Let me go run and grab my pillow. Here's what you can do. You start getting your questions ready. I'm sorry, you're not going to get to see my boxer shorts. Glammy ruined it for you all the other day. I got up in my boxer shorts and had to wrap my thing around myself, and Glammy just kept yakking, so none of you noticed. Okay, 30 seconds or less. Going to get my pillow, and go. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, my goodness. So much better. So much better. Oh, thank you. God. Whoever invented an extra seat pillow is the smartest person in the whole world. Oh, I lost my overlay again. I guess that's why I don't put that graphic on that layer. Now I know why. Okay, I can't breathe. Okay. Eric, does Mel get upset when you make fun of Vanessa? I don't think so. I think Mel understands that I am portraying an extreme exaggeration that is... Like, do you guys not realize that what I just say about everybody is just like the super exaggerated thing that everybody says about the person on Twitter? Have you really not figured that out yet? Like, if you all said that Vanessa was like a goth chick that burned incense candles, I would like smear black under my eyes and burn incense and be like, I'm Vanessa. I think I'm out of shape. I don't know why I can't run up and down a flight of stairs anymore. It sucks getting old. All you kids that are going to school tomorrow, enjoy it. Shit doesn't hurt on you yet. You can sit in a chair for 8 hours at school without your back going out, for example. Number 1. Just saying. Enjoy it. It's the best years of your life. Big Brother Eats says, I predicted a goth girl to be casted for BB18. I think it's All Stars. Giselle says, so Vanessa's a real life lesbian? Princess Glammy says, yes, I will, and I have to go make a drink, the Glam Teeny. I don't know what you're talking about. Jessica says, you kids don't make any noises simply getting out of chairs and getting you off your couch yet. Enjoy it. Exactly. I remember the first time I stood up and I heard like my knee go crack, crack, and I was like, what is that about? Or the first time you throw out your back and you're like, oh, I can't move. That was a weird thing. Like, my body is rejecting me. My body... I never knew there would come a point when I wanted to do something, and my body goes, nope. So enjoy it, kids. But you're only as old as you feel. Unless your body doesn't let you move. Anna says, would you want a full season of house guests that were evicted first? No. I know so many people are on board with that. I am not on board with that. No. Everybody remember Joey and Kevin. The only reason I would want that to happen is to guarantee Jody getting back on. That would literally be the only reason I want it. Other than that, no. I would much rather have a second chances season and kind of pick all the good pre-jury people to have to come back. And P.S., I'm just saying, a second chances season is not an all-star season. So there's a lot of people that I hear say, oh, well, if we have all-stars, we're not going to have a second chances. And if we have a second chances, we're not going to have an all-stars. No, that is not true. They are not mutually exclusive. They can exist on their own as two separate seasons, even two different seasons back to back. Thanks for becoming a fan. Thank you. Whatever happened to Chicken George? I'm gonna go with he got deep fried. No, I don't know. Didn't Glammy on the last show say like Chicken George went into her bank or something? Excuse me. Maddie's Little Life 101. Here's what I will say. If you keep spamming the chat room with your same question over and over, then I will be saying you're blocked. So you can stay and contribute to the fun people in the chat room, or you're blocked. Nikki Cochran says, Chicken George just did a recap recently. Oh, okay, that's exciting. Cody is way hotter. Is way hotter than who? Jessica says, waking up with dead arm is fun too. Ugh. Oh, Mikey Rich is here. Hi, Mikey Rich. Who do you think is hotter, Clay or Cody? Oh, Clay hands down. Sorry if that's who we're going with. Definitely Clay hands down. You know why? I don't find... Oh, my God. I'm going to say it not in a sarcastically jokey way. I'm just going to say I find intelligence attractive, and I think of between Clay and Cody that I think Clay is just a little bit more smarter, and I could be completely wrong. I'm basing that on the conversations I've had with Clay. I just think he seems a little bit seems to be more there. How about that? That's what I'll say. I'm not saying I don't like Cody. I like Cody. But I just like... Plus, you know what it is? I love that Clay is from Texas, and I spent all my summers growing up in Texas, and that was totally like my first crushes were always on like the Clays of the world. So I think that has something to do with it too. But Clay is a furless bat, says Nikki Cochran. Princess Glammy, as long as Cody knows where the sausage goes, it's fine with me. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm not kicking Cody out of bed. And let me tell you, there's a great place for a dumb hot person. Dumb hot people are great. You don't want to be in a relationship with them, but oh, they're great. They're great. They're great. Like the dumber and hotter you are, awesome. For like a one-time thing. I'm assuming all the children are in bed. And if you're not, that didn't apply to you. Wait till you're married. All the other adults, oh my God, they're so good when they're dumb. Where are we? No, just, you're good. You later, me now. I'll buy you dinner, whatever. Cody's brother Paul beats both Clay and Cody, in my opinion, says Big Brother Eats. Yeah, I love Paulie. He prefers Paulie, just so you know. And again, not going to toot my own horn, but who were the first people to have Paulie on their show during Cody's season? Oh, was that me? Oh, yeah, that was me. Oh, okay. And then did everybody start going after family members after we did? Oh, I know. We're trendsetters. I love how we're debating the hotness of Cody and Clay, as if I wouldn't kill to just have look like either one of them. Destiny says, are you a Big Brother super fan? Yes. I mean, no. I'm going to say no. Here's why I'm going to say no. I probably couldn't give you facts dating back to like a week ago in Big Brother. So do I love Big Brother? Is it my favorite all-time reality show? Yes, 100%. I think to be a super fan, you need to know a lot of facts about the game. Unfortunately, I have a horrible ability to retain information. No, I did not do drugs. I don't know why. I've always had a problem retaining information my whole life for some reason. So there you go. Juliana says, you're hot too, Eric. Aw, thanks. Mikey, I know you love the straw. Mikey, everybody. I hope you're not going to be mad about me saying this. Mikey also just got a new house. I won't say where it is, but for all of you Housewives fans, remember, I forget whose house it was that had like the pool grotto, like where there's the pool, but then it's like built into the rock cave with like waterfalls and shit? Yeah, that's Mikey's house. That's where Mikey lives now. I won't say anything else. That's all I'll say. Clubby, Drew is still my favorite. I used to love Drew. Exploring says, because you're an in-the-moment person. Probably. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say 15-minute warning. 15-minute warning, everybody. So you know what that means. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Make sure you become a fan if you're not. And if you're hot, become a fan. If you are a really sexy man, become a fan. Girls can become ones too. I was trying to figure out how I was going to rhyme my way to girls. So last 15 minutes, we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So warning, Big Brother people, we can go off topic now. 15 minutes of off topicness. Or Big Brother, whatever you want to talk about. Floor is yours, and I'll try not to give such long-winded questions. Giselle says, real question. Which brother, BB house guest, would you get a hall pass for, Clay? No. Who would I get a hall pass for? This is bad because I can't think of all of them. I'm just going to go with Drew because I remember I totally loved Drew on his season. So I'm going to go with Drew. And does it have to be someone that's gay? Because then that totally narrows down my pool. I'm not really attracted to any of the Big Brother gays. Mikey says, don't hate my California house. Ziggy, I wear a cape around the house every day. Okay. Nikki Cochran says, I get a hall pass for James Ryan. Okay, I see that. He can't think of them all. How many passes do you want? Glammy says he can't think of them all. How many passes does he want? Which Big Brother fight was my favorite, says Annie. I loved the Reagan Rachel. What are you... Who wants some ooey gooey cookies? Who wants some ooey gooey cookies? Reagan. And then Reagan's like, Rachel. I'm only saying that because I kind... Oh, no. And Rachel was also like, Reagan. I only say that because at one time when we got over it very quickly, I might have been on the receiving end of a Rachel saying Eric to me one time, and I was like, Brian Kenny or Kenny Brian does it for me. BB Can Kenny. I didn't like Kenny. I loved Kevin though. Ziggy. Oh, that one that you read was towards Glammy. That fight was the best. Oh my god, I love that one. Oh my god, hilarious. Love that one too. The twins are just mad because they're both on the block and now one is going home. Yeah, because I think Glammy said it last show perfectly. The twins felt like they were part of the twist, and I have a feeling maybe they thought that they were entitled to win because of that. Jackie Knows says Colby from Survivor is one of her hall passes. Oh my god! Okay, can we switch over to Survivor? Because then I got it. You want to know the Survivor that I had a crush on? The only one I'm following on Instagram? I wish I could remember his name. He's the one who gave up immunity for donuts. I forget. Oh, look at Andy Cohen. I forget what his name is, though. That's the problem. I don't know how I'll find him if I forgot his name. Maybe the chat room knows. Nikki Cochran says, my favorite was Gina Marie calling everybody cockroaches. Yeah, but that wasn't really a fight. Greg, you like Greg, Eric? No, Greg was the gay one. I did not like him. Oh, it's going to kill me until I can find out who this was, because this will totally keep me up at night. He jumped in, he like literally gave up immunity to jump in the water and get donuts. And I feel like he just posted something the other day, which is why he's in my mind. None of you said it yet. God, my Instagram is like all Reagan. Ooh, Max from Under the Dome. I love him. Eric Reichenbach. Nope. Malcolm. Nope. I'm gonna look. It's nobody that you know. He like left Survivor so early on. Nobody really cared about him. I just loved him for some reason. I was just clearly I'm not gonna find it. I'll tweet it out when I find it. Boy, lots of Bravo Andy in my timeline too, oddly enough. Interesting. Ooh, Janet Jackson. Okay, I'm coming back to you all right now. I cannot find it. I give up. Ooh, but lots of Janet Jackson in my timeline. All right, I'll tweet it out. I forget who it is. Jeff and Russell fight was fun. That was scary. The Jeff and Russell fight scared me because they like made that like horror movie shit. They were playing like and then Hans was like, "What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me?" And the music was like, dun, 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 dun. And they were like running to each other, and I was like, "Ooh, this is frightening. I don't like this. I don't like this on my big brother. Get this off my big brother. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it on my big brother. I don't like it on my big brother." I didn't like it at all. Did not like it. Eddie! Oh! I think you're right. I think you're right. I think it's Eddie. Let me type in Eddie. EDD. I think you're right. Am I following this person? Is it Eddie Lacy? No. What's Eddie's last name? Mikey? I feel like it was Eddie, but I don't remember. There needs to just be some easy way to search who you're following. You guys have to tell me Eddie's last name. He was super hot. I remember him too. Eddie Fox, says Big Brother Eats. Okay, hold on. I'm determined to find, like, I won't sleep tonight, so I apologize. I'll go longer. Eddie Fox. No. I'm following him. Why is it so hard to see who I'm following on Instagram? I don't follow a lot of people. I'm only following 24 people. It's one of those 24 people. Show me who I'm following. I'm over it. It's one of the 24 people I'm following. Google image Survivor Eddie. You would think. All right, let's Google Survivor Eddie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There he is. That's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend. Okay, hold on. Gotta fix my screen. Oh, yeah. Survivor Eddie. Okay, here you go. This is my whole path from Survivor. Survivor Eddie. Ah, I loved him. I loved him. He was so dumb. That was when I really had a thing for the dumber you were, the better. Because he was like, immunity? $1 million? Donuts? Only donuts? And jumped in the water. And I was like, oh, perfect. Perfect. They're all straight, though. All the ones I like are straight. It's at efox265. Of course it is. Oh, Princess Glammy, he looks like my brother-in-law, please. Whitney P says, he looks so different when he's cleaned up. He's got an interesting... He looks a little sinister. He looks a little bad boy. He was dumb, though. Trust me, he's dumb. Yeah, he was on Malcolm's season. You guys are right. He was on Malcolm's season. And that was Cochran's. Oh, and it was Cochran's first season too. Oh my god, I love that. And that was Andrea Belke's season too? God, I have such a bad memory. Wow, yeah, it was. Wow. Oh my god, there's somebody in my house. I checked on Charlie when I went upstairs and he was sleeping, so okay. John Joyce, would you rather a season of winners or a season of runners-up? I would rather a season of winners. Miss Don Draper says, everyone is one drink away from gay. Oh, no. I'm out. I have school tomorrow. Bye, Anna. You have a good day at school. Bye. Have fun. Enjoy. Let us know how it goes tomorrow. Fans versus favorites, too. Yeah. Giselle, Eric gets murdered on YouNow. Become a fan. Become a fan. It'll happen. Look, everyone. As much as I, well, you don't know. I'm just going to say, I have a house, and I always had a feeling like, I'm married, I got my house, I got my dog. I don't have a car. So I guess it's not really ready yet. But I said, as soon as I get, like, all those things that somebody wants in life, clearly it's when I'm going to get struck by lightning. Can't have it all. 5-minute warning. No, we'll go 10 more minutes. It took me a while to find that Eddie, so we'll go for 10 more minutes. Princess Glammy, my brother-in-law is coming to town for the bike ride, Giselle. Glammy says, my brother-in-law is coming down for the bike ride, Giselle. He's also one drink away from cheating. Oh, Mikey says, good night. FYI, I'll be in Delaware next year. All right, Mikey. Well, next year, come over. I'll meet you halfway. I'll meet you in New Jersey. Sabetta, Eric, will you have former Survivor players on for the Survivor broadcast? That is the plan. Yes. I don't know if we can do it every single week, because I can say I only consider myself like real life friends with about 5 of them. So and it's 5 good ones. And I'll tell you 2 right off the bat. 20s. So I kind of have feeling like we'll have somebody one week, and then I want to have like, I know I want Nikki Cochran to come on to talk Survivor one week. So I think we're gonna like switch people and fans when it comes to Survivor. I'm getting scared. Okay. Everybody has to hold on. Because now I'm getting worried, what if it's Charlie? That might need me. Hold on. Oh, great. Video's freezing. This is freaking Scream. Scream is happening in my house right now. My video is freezing. There's going to be some masked ghost person over there. I should totally just let you all see my boxers so you can watch me be murdered. But hold on. The plus side is you might all be getting Charlie in 1 second. Let me just make sure he's okay. Hold on 1 second. Oh, you're all getting Charlie. You're getting your wish. Oh my god, I'm the worst person in the world. I'm so horrible. I think he fell off the couch. I feel horrible. See how drugged he is? He's like, where am I? I'm the worst is. Oh, buddy, I feel so bad for you. Look at how they shaved his paw. Can you see it? You can't really see it. I don't want to pick him up too high, but it's like a ring. Okay, buddy. Alright, we finish our show right here. You stay right in your daddy's lap, and I will love you up. Okay. Oh my god. No, I'm not going to tell a sad story. Okay. Let me put this back on, and we'll finish the show while Charlie passes out on me. Should have did this from the beginning. Okay. All right. Thanks for becoming a fan. Oh, hugs. Charlie loves you guys all too. His eyes are closed right now. He's literally asleep in my lap. Annie, no, nobody needs to call Pet Protective Services. Please, no. He is the cutest dog ever. I love him so much. We had such a nice nap today. Oh, thanks for becoming a fan, guys. I appreciate it. All right, so we got 5 minutes left. Keep your questions coming. Oh my god, 3,395 fans. I'm so excited. Cuddles Charlie. Yes, he is so cute. He's cuddling on me right now. Oh, he's the most adorable dog ever. Thanks for the laughter. I'm glad that you guys had fun. Say something juicy. I don't know, something juicy. Something juicy. Please. Oh, it's ridiculous. The chat room now, for the first time ever, will not scroll unless I'm scrolling it myself. What's my favorite hat? I don't know. I only have like 5 of them. So this one? Jackie knows. Send some likes so Charlie gets better. Oh, no, you guys are good. I mean, if you have free likes, sure, go ahead. You can use them, but we don't need them. We got more than enough now. And I'll be ending before it gets to 2 hours, 10 minutes, so we're good. Oh, hugs to you too, Violet Moon. Good night, Giselle. Official Jason. No, not at all. Amanda says, do you think Clelly has a good chance at being asked to do The Amazing Race or to do All Stars? I think, I think they have, yeah, Charlie thought he was getting a TREAT when I made that noise. I think they have a good chance of being on Amazing Race, yes. Lois says, is Steve's Alliance member still intact? He is. I can't get him right now because they have a 30-pound dog pinning me down. I'd love to know why Zach turned down Tar. What makes you think Zach turned down Tar, Apple Tartan? Did he say he turned down Tar? Princess Clammy says Charlie was upstairs smoking a blunt. Oh my god, he's so freaking adorable. I wish you could see how cute he's being right now. He just keeps like trying to curl up in a ball in my lap. No, he was... I was trying to keep him on the floor, but I just couldn't put him on the floor. And he really wanted to be on the couch because it's leather and it's cooler. And he was trying to like walk up the stairs. So the noise that I heard was we have the little dog steps going up to the couch, but it's only 2 steps. And when I walked upstairs, he kept like walking up the first step, but then like kind of falling off it. Like he still doesn't get what he's doing, so he's too scared to go up the steps. So we just kept like pause up, pause down, pause up, pause down, which is right above me, which is why I kept hearing like the thump, thump, thump. FL Brat says Zach was acting like too much of a diva. Annie says, oh my god, feed update. Vanessa is telling the twins she has a feeling that which never left between them or her are going to win the next HOH. Okay, whatever, Vanessa. We all know. Vanessa always plays for the next week, everybody. If you didn't know that, that's Vanessa playing for next week. Should go to bed. Should go to bed not suffering from FOMO. I don't know what any of those words mean, exploring. Wonder what Steve is going to think of that orange if he ever goes back and watches these. I don't think he will, but we'll tell him. We will tell him. Thanks for tonight. Oh, you're welcome, Big Brother Upset. Thank you for watching. Well, Princess Glammy says Vanessa looks like an 80-year-old bag lady, but yet Johnny Mac's the hottest person ever. Interesting. Greek Diva says, okay, time for bed. I hope Charlie feels better. Yeah, I say we all wrap it up too. Let's start doing our goodbyes. I'll have Charlie say goodbye to you guys. Come here, buddies. Oh, you're so like a big lead ball tonight. Oh, I love you, buddy. Say goodbye to everybody. You go, you say goodbye. Say bye-bye, everybody. Say, I'm so sick. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Good night, Love Strokes, and Markeisha, and Exploring, and Earl Smoking, and Spring Curls, and Glammy, and Julia, and Apple Tartan, and Lanebug, and Jessica, and good night, Whitney. I'll be on Twitter. I gotta go lay down with Charlie, but I'll be on Twitter. Goodbye, Brandon, and Songy, and Yanisa. I love you. Thank you for everything that you do in the chat room. GTF, oh, my pancake, love you too. Little Brat, Cal Garza, Low Esteem, Sinful, Trek Lord. Oh yeah, let me thank the top people. Thank you so much, Trek Lord, for being number 1 fan, Jacob number 2, Yanisa number 3, Juliana 4, X-Storming Blue number 5. Thank all you guys. Aw, Jackie knows I love you. Good night, Lori. Good night, Earl Smoking and Sandra and Parawolf and Love Strokes. And you too, Melanie. Yes, don't forget, you guys can head over to yourrealityrecaps.com/BB17 to still our BB17 content. Oh, I love you too, Nikki Cochran. If you want 24/7 live feed updates, head over to on Twitter at BB17 feed updates. Nikki Cochran's one of the people that update. You can see all of our content over at yourrealityrecaps.com/ I don't even remember what I just started saying. Check out our YouNow shows. YouNow.com. Oh my god, I'm losing it. YourRealityRecaps.com/YouNow shows. Thumbs up and subscribe on YouTube. 5-star rating, nice review, iTunes. And of course, if you want to support our shows, consider becoming a patron. YourRealityRecaps.com/patron. You see how horrible this is when I can't use my hands? Do you see how not animated enough this is? And you can make a donation on our website on PayPal if you want. And yes, if you want. Any of those things help support our shows. And my video came back. I don't know what that means. Thanks for becoming a fan. Yes, thank you guys so much. All of you that became fans, thank you, thank you, thank you. We will see you guys back here tomorrow night, probably tomorrow morning. I might do an afternoon show, morning show tomorrow. So totally, we might have an early afternoon show that we haven't done in a long time. All right, I love you guys so much. I'm sorry for everyone I didn't say. Courtney, Lane Buggy, Jessica, Duchess, Leslia, Matthew. I love all you guys. I'll be on Twitter. Give me 15 minutes. I want to just love up Charlie a little bit and see if he needs to go outside and stuff. So I'll be on Twitter probably in 15 minutes or so. All right, everybody. I love you guys. Don't worry. I'll be doing a show tomorrow night, too. I'm just saying I might surprise you and do an early show, too. Love you guys. I'll see you all later. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.